Precepts to be observed in the village. There are 24 disciplinary precepts to be observed in the village outside the temple. The two precepts among them regarding the wearing of robes were described earlier. The other 22 are as follows. 1. Susan uto antagare gamissamiti sikha karaniya. One should travel in the village in a well-disciplined manner. Disciplined travel means walking with measured step, without swinging the arms, running or jumping. A bhikkhu should travel sedately and serenely. Riding cycles and driving motor vehicles become unsuitable for bhikkhus, not because of a particular offense, but because they are not conducive to maintaining a sedate and serene behavior pattern. 2. Susanvuto antaragare nisidissamiti sikha karaniya. One must sit in the village in a well-disciplined manner. One should not throw about arms and legs. 3. Okkita chakhu antaragare gamissamiti sikha karaniya. One must travel with the hand down in the village. Should not go about looking around. Looking down should be at a distance of 6 feet. It is not wrong to look further at places with potential danger. It is possible to develop much defilements due to seeing objects by looking around when traveling. Should get used to contemplating on some kammatthana, subject of meditation. Should develop an understanding about gata pacha gata vata. It cannot be given here for reasons of brevity. 4. Okkita chakhu antaragare nisidissamiti sikha karaniya. When in a house in the village, should remain looking down. It is not wrong to look up when in danger. 5. Na akhita kaya antaragare gamissamiti sikha karaniya. One must not travel with the robe raised up. A bhikkhu on arms round should take out the bowl without exposing the body. What is meant by this precept is raising the robe to a level that exposes the belt and the stomach, as stated in the Vimati Vinodani sub-commentary. However, it has to be mentioned that it is unpleasant to raise the robe even to some extent while walking. 6. Na ukkita kaya antaragare nisidissamiti sikha karaniya. One must not sit in the inner village with the robe raised. Taking out something which is under the robe must be done without exposing the body. 7. Na ujja gikaya antaragare gamissamiti sikha karaniya. One must not laugh aloud while traveling in the inner village. If some incident occurs, it is not an offense to laugh without making a loud noise. 8. Na uchhaki kaya antaragare Nisiddhisamiti Sikha Karaniya. One should not laugh aloud when in the village. It is unsuitable for bhikkhus to laugh aloud like drunkards inside the temple, even though there is no precept against it. Laughing is an indication of a person's nature. Disciplined, laugh-minded people who do not Disciplined, high-minded people do not laugh aloud at any place. 9. Appasado antaragare gyamisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not travel the village speaking with a loud voice. 10. Appasado antaragare nisiddhisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not speak aloud while in the inner village. It is adequate to speak loud enough so that a person who is 3 yards away can hear. Speaking loud enough to be heard beyond that is unsuitable. People with serene behavior who are intelligent do not speak with a very loud voice. Speech is also an indicator of people's nature. Looking at the world investigatively shows that loudness of speech increases with indisciplined nature. Although these 2 precepts are not required within the temple, bhikkhus should practice the speaking in a suitable manner at all places. Some people have a strong voice from birth. They should consciously practice soft speech. Disciplined people do not with a raised voice. Disciplined people do not speak with a raised voice. Bhikkhus should also learn to speak to the extent that is required. It is not an offense to deliver Dhamma talks aloud. 11. Na khayappa chilakam antaragare Kamisamiti Sikha Karaniya. One must not travel the village swaying from side to side as a drunken man. Must travel quietly with head and body erect. As is not an offense, as it is not an offense for the sick who are unable to travel quietly to do otherwise. It is not an offense for the sick who are unable to travel quietly to do otherwise. 12. Na khayappa chalakam antaragare nisiddhisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not be swaying the head and the body when sitting in the village. 13. Na bahupachalakam antaragare gamisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not swing the arms when travelling in the village. 14. Na bahupachalakam antaragare nisiddhisamiti sikha karaniya. When sitting in the village, should not swing the arms. 15. Na sissapachalakam antaragare gamisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not shake the head while travelling in the village. 16. Na sissapachalakam antaragare nisiddhisamiti sikha karaniya. When sitting in the village, should not shake the head. 17. Na kambhakato antaragare gamisamiti sikha karaniya. One should not have one or both hands on the lap while travelling in the village. 18. Na kambhakato antaragare Nisidissamiti Sikka Karaniya. When sitting in the village, should not keep hands on the lap. 19. Na oguntito antaragare gamissamiti Sikka Karaniya. One should not have the head covered while travelling in the village. 20. Na oguntito antaragare nissamiti Sikka Karaniya. When sitting in the village, do not cover the head. These two precepts do not result in an offence if broken by mistake due to an illness or by one who lives in the village. 21. Na ukkutikaya antaragare gamissamiti Sikka Karaniya. One should not travel in the village on his toes or heels. It is not an offence to do so due to an ailment. 22. Na pallattikaya antaragare nisidissamiti Sikka Karaniya. One should not sit in a pallattikaya position in the village. Hattapallattikaya Dussapallattikaya are two types of pallattikaya. Hattapallattika is sitting on the floor or a low chair with knees pointing upwards and held together by the hands. It is an unpleasant way of sitting. Dussapallattika is sitting on a low chair or the floor with knees pointing towards and crossed legs held together by the robe. It is a mode of sitting that can cause an old robe to tear. When in the village, sitting in either one of these modes is an offence. It is not an offence for a sick person who is unable to sit in any other manner to do so.